you, boy, they bound to kill. Catch ya up, he get it pop just like a pill. My niggas bout that life, so we keep the steel. It ain't no game in the field, boy, this shit is real. We got 71st on dog pound shit, BDK shit. We're squad, police over there.
I keep them, took them down, so left
Hey, be cool, that's the law. Fuck them up.
We all right there. We see Jojo on the ground. Ambulance, they turn him around and shit. You see a big ass hole like this, boy. I'm like, boy, hell no, he couldn't get hit like one time for my life, bro. The girl said they shot like 6 times. They started to go.
Once JoJo died, that's when everybody else started dying. After Lil Jojo got killed, that was niggas getting belt to ass.
On Christmas Day of 2012, an 18-year-old young man would be brutally gunned down. He wasn't murdered at random. He was murdered because of an individual he had on his shirt. That individual would be none other than Joseph Coleman, aka Lil Jojo, the creator of one of the most highly disrespectful tracks, BDK.
Street lights flicker low, shadows start to grow. Secrets in the dark, leave that nasty mark. Who's a king? Calling all the shots. True crime all the time.
Welcome to my channel, everyone. The Monarch here. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and comment. Also, hit that notification bell. That way you'll know every time I upload. Let's get into the video. The early 2010s in Chicago could honestly be described as a bloodbath. The war between the GD's, Gangster Disciples, and BD's, Black Disciples, were really starting to reach an all-time high. You had the murder of 16-year-old Shondell Gregory, aka Tuka, who was affiliated with the GD's, and you had the murder of 20-year-old O.D. Perry of Parkway Gardens, who was affiliated with the BD's. So the bloodshed between what is now known as O Block.
Try to run, get caught, that bitch got hit, that hoe was in the way. O Block, we run the city, rest in peace, Big A.
And Tukaville.
They know my name, what's understood, ain't it gonna be explained. Boy, Tukaville, we shoot to kill, boy, this shit super real.
Was becoming more and more deadlier as time went on. I have a really good breakdown of that war in my video of K.I. Jakira Barnes, if you want to go check that out. There was another war starting to brew. There was a very intense back and forth going on between a BD set called Lamron / 300, and they were beefing with a GD set called Brick Squad. Lil Durk of Lamron would release a track in March of 2012 titled L's Anthem. This song sent direct shots at Brick Squad. The lyrics stated, "Brick Squad, I say fuck 'em, Wooga World with 'em, so fuck 'em." These lyrics would infuriate a Brick Squad member by the name of Lil Jojo. Lil Jojo had a serious problem with plenty well-known members of the BD's. At this time, who was blowing up with the BD's, it was Chief Keef, Lil Durk, and Lil Reese, but Chief Keef was at the top. Lil Jojo and the three of them were always on Twitter going back and forth. And when Lil Durk released L's Anthem, Jojo felt disrespected, and he felt he had to send a serious message. Now, I mentioned how he was into it with Chief Keef. Lil Jojo would take the instrumental of Chief Keef's song Every Day and turn it into what we now know as BDK, aka 300K. With this instrumental, Jojo would make the most disrespectful song ever.
These niggas claim 300, but we BDK. BDK, yeah, bitch, we BDK. We stacking, bitch, so you know we cracking trades. Cracking trades, yeah, bitch, we cracking trades. BDK. 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 These niggas claim 300, but we BDK.
Jojo didn't just target one specific person. I mean, he mentioned Durk. He said, Durk say F Brick Squad, I can't wait to catch him. But this song was towards the entire Black Disciple set. This song really elevated his status. I mean, it put him on top on that side of the war. But it also put a major target on his back. But did Lil Jojo care? Absolutely not. In fact, he was still heavily active on Twitter, and he was also making more music. That BDK song, like I said, elevated his status, and people really enjoyed that song, so he was like, all right, let me take this music seriously. He would end up dropping another track called Tied Up, which had another GD in it by the name of Lil Mister. He was the one that was tied up in the chair.
I heard niggas snitching, don't get tied up. Tied up. Hit your block, then fired up. Fired up. Rob a nigga, just to get my bands up. My bands up. Home of age, just to get my grams up. Let's get it. Not lately, niggas hating, but I don't get no fuck. Get no fuck. I'm on the block with the guys, and we wild as fuck. Wild as fuck. Off the dope, rolling hard, and we pulled up.
He would also diss a guy by the name of J-Rock. Now, on Reddit, they say this was JoJo's alleged body. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just repeating what they said. But others in the comments say J-Rock is actually still alive, that they don't know what everybody's talking about. But they say this is who JoJo is talking about. They say this is his alleged body. In fact, he would rap, "Niggas scared, looking like J-Rock when we roll up."
Hold up, we got big shit. 50 shots, choppers fold up. Fold up. Niggas scared, looking like J-Rock when we rolled up. Rolled up.
Allegedly, JoJo shot at J-Rock. He didn't kill him. But people on Reddit are saying that J-Rock is JoJo's alleged body. I don't know. He would also release a song called Have It All featuring his older brother, Swag De Niro. Now that is a really good song. I actually enjoy that song. I mean, it's a lot of cussing in it, but it's really good. You can see JoJo was actually very talented outside of the constant dissing.
My niggas official, boy, they bound to kill. Bound to kill. Catch a op, he get it pop just like a pill. Just like a pill. My niggas bout that life, so we keep the steal. It ain't no game in the field, boy, this shit is real.
He had a few more songs as well, so he was really starting to, you know, get on that level with his rivals, with his ops, and starting to make a name outside of the Chicago community. But while he was making music and, you know, gaining success, he was still heavily active on Twitter, steadily dissing Chief Keef, Reese, and Lil Durk. Those three were his main targets. JoJo was calling them out left and right. Every chance he got, he was calling them out. He told Chief Keef that he better move to Canada because people really want to kill him. He also tagged them in a tweet saying, don't discuss him, don't bring his name up at their music videos because they're goofies. He even said Durk and Lil Reese's people, or maybe Durk and Lil Reese, actually shot at him and that they were blessed because they missed. This little dude was really, really reckless with his actions and the way he moved. And he knew it, but he didn't care. Old messages between him and a girl by the name of Imani Bowen would resurface. He was pretty much telling her that he missed her and how he wanted to see her before he died. As you can see in the messages, the girl is like trying to tell him don't talk like that. But JoJo pretty much knew his fate. He said all of his people around him is dying, so he doesn't care anymore, in so many words. On September 4th of 2012, at around 2 in the morning, JoJo would get on Twitter and type, "I made this movement. Hashtag BDK. Hashtag 300K. That same day, he would take his trolling to a whole new level. He and a few other GDs, and I think his brother was also in the car, would ride through the Lamron neighborhood, which is a Black Disciple neighborhood. While riding through, he would spot Lil Reese. As soon as JoJo spotted Lil Reese, he immediately started to curse at Lil Reese outside the window. Now, at the end of this video, you can clearly hear Lil Reese yell, "JoJo, I'ma kill you. I'ma kill you." You can hear him say it clear as day.
Hey, boy, you a bitch, boy. Hey, bitch, you little bitch. Yeah. Fuck is wrong with you, boy? Hey, I am Brick Squad. Yeah, Brick Squad, boy. Fuck is you talking about, boy? Over you little bitch. We ain't for nothing. We ain't y'all heirs, man. Hey, don't talk to me with all that. Ain't no taking off. What is wrong with y'all, boy?
They speed off, and that's that. JoJo's brother would then drop JoJo off at a dice game at around 5:08 p.m. On September 4th of 2012, JoJo would once again tweet at Lil Reese saying, "I'm out here on my 2 feet. Where you at, bitch? I'm just talking like how this guy tweeted. Okay, that's not how I talk. He would then do something very, very fatal. He would tweet his location. He would tweet, I'm on 069. I'm out here. At around 7:30 p.m., a neighborhood surveillance camera would capture what looks like Jojo riding on the handlebars of a bike. Shortly after, you could see 3 cars trailing behind him. The first one being a gray or silver Ford Taurus. Soon as they were out of the camera's picture, shots would be let off. You can immediately see the person who was driving the bike running back into the camera's picture. You don't see Jojo. According to witnesses, Jojo apparently hopped off of the handlebars and was shot in the back. As he was shot in the back, Jojo would end up running down 6954 South Princeton. And as he was running, the bullet would travel to his heart. He would get in front of a house on 6954 South Princeton and collapse. On September 4th, 2012 at 9:03 p.m. at Comer Children's Hospital, Lil Jojo would be pronounced dead. Now, I want to put in the video that Jojo's brother and a few of Jojo's affiliates said that this supposed video of him is not him, that it's not real. But if you look at the police reports and everything, it adds up. Okay, his brother says that Jojo was not on a bike. Who knows? Shortly after Jojo's death was announced, the BDs wasted no time getting on Twitter and trolling him. You had Chief Keef immediately jump on Twitter saying, it's sad cause that nigga Jojo wanted to be just like us. Hashtag LMAO. He also tweeted, ha 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 ha, hashtag rich nigga shit. He would then tweet, I know the real Brick Squad. Lil Reese would get on Twitter the very next day, September 5th, saying, damn, I just woke up to the Lil Jojo shit. F him. You also saw King Von during that time comment under, I think it was the comment where Jojo posted his location, and King Von commented under it saying, ha. You also had videos of G Herbo making fun of Jojo.
Herbo.
Yeah, man, my nigga Moody gonna be Lil Jojo for Halloween.
I get on the Jojo bill?
Hey, who you gonna be for Halloween this year? I'm Jojo. Lil Jojo?
Can I get on the Jojo bill?
These people were trolling the living daylights out of Jojo's death because Jojo trolled them every chance he got. So they were, I guess, returning the favor. Police wasted no time in naming Chief Keef as the suspect in Jojo's murder.
Good morning, Robin. A war of words in the city's hip-hop community has escalated. The victim, 18-year-old Joseph Coleman, known as Lil Jojo, he was shot by a drive-by shooter while riding his bike in Inglewood. Lil Jojo released this music video online that mocked rapper Lil Reese, associated with the biggest star in the city's hip-hop scene, Chief Keef. Jojo's song 300K targeted Reese, Keef, and their 300 squad. Keef responded to Jojo's death on Twitter yesterday. He made light of it and wrote he was laughing. Police are reportedly investigating a connection between his comments and the death. Keef also threatened on Twitter to attack another Chicago hip-hop star, Lupe Fiasco. Fiasco had recently said those responsible for murders in the city all look like Chief Keef. Keef had recently been under house arrest for a gun charge.
I mean, he also got a lot of flack and a lot of backlash due to his insensitive tweets about Jojo's death. Chief Keef would then come out with a statement sort of apologizing for everything, but people didn't believe it. They still felt Chief Keef had something to do with Jojo's death. Jojo's mother and brother would be interviewed on a news station, and they would say they feel Chief Keef wasn't the one who pulled the trigger, but they feel he was the one that pulled some strings in order for Jojo to be murdered.
Well, Lil Jojo's mother, Robin Russell, and also Lil Jojo's brother, John Coleman, join me now from Chicago. Thank you both for being here with us. Ms. Russell, let me ask you first, certainly sorry for your loss, my first time having a chance to talk to you, but who do you think is responsible for your son's death?
Chief Keef.
You believe he himself pulled the trigger?
I don't believe himself pulled the trigger. I believe he paid somebody to do it.
There were so many suspects in the murder of JoJo. So many people claim they were JoJo K, that they were the JoJo killer. I mean, I'll put the videos up here now. I'll put the tweets. Like, you had videos from King Von's Instagram lives where a guy says he's JoJo K and he has it tatted on his neck or chest.
Old Blockway Rilla. Old Blockway Rilla, aka JoJo K. Look it up. You can find it. It ain't hard on day. Picture of JoJo on the cover. Fuck you tonight. Picture of Coleman on the cover. Might catch a casket shot. I don't know what they talking about all day, but you know, I got that shit tattooed. You know, I got that shit tattooed. I'm a fool. Check the neck out. Check the neck out.
There's tweets about J Money saying he's the reason for JoJo World, something like that. But the one person everyone keeps pointing their finger at that is the reason JoJo is gone is a guy by the name of Loco. I'll put the post in this video, but in so many words, people say this is the actual JoJo killer. They say he was the one in the Ford Taurus that let off the shots, and he was the one who actually hit JoJo. And when Loco passed away, I think it was people posted pictures of JoJo. I think they were calling him like JoJo's killer. The same way when Terry Berry TB from Taekwon World passed away, his people immediately started to call him the T-Roy Slayer. And come to find out, later on, he was in fact the one who shot and killed T-Roy in that store. So if you put two and two together, he's the one, Loco is the one who did it. And from Reddit and, you know, just subtle things people would say on Instagram lives, they all point to him as the killer. But who knows? On September 14th of 2012, JoJo's funeral would be held. Derrick Rose, at that time of the Chicago Bulls, would fund JoJo's entire funeral. JoJo's funeral would be held at Jones Funeral Home. His funeral wasn't a very pleasant one. It wasn't a great send-off at all. I mean, it was heavy gang presence there. The police presence was very alert and aware of everything. I mean, it was so bad. The tensions were so bad. If you look at the videos of his funeral, you'll see gang members with BDK on their shirt. It wasn't peaceful at all. It was so bad, his mother, JoJo's mother, had to make a statement to tell people to leave, which then escalated to the police having to step in and just clearing out the entire funeral process. JoJo would be laid to rest at Mount Hope Cemetery. The aftermath of JoJo's murder was lethal on both sides. King Yella, a member of Wooga World, would say, at that time after JoJo's death, if you rode around playing Chief Keef, your car was guaranteed to get shot up. If you rode around playing JoJo, on their side, your car was bound to get shot up. He said after JoJo's death, that's when everyone started to die.
It was up. It was up. Because after JoJo died, once JoJo died, that's when everybody else started dying. After Lil Jojo got killed, now it was niggas getting belt to ass.
Lil J of STL EBT, who is also featured on JoJo's track, BDK, he was also in a day in a life video of JoJo, said that he got shot at 9 times defending JoJo. Also, if you were to like honor JoJo wearing a t-shirt with his name or face on it, that was deadly. Hence the case of Joshua Davis, aka J Loud. Christmas Day of 2012, he was walking around wearing a sweatshirt with JoJo's face on it, and he was brutally gunned down. Now, it could be because he was a rival, but many think it's because he had JoJo's face on his sweatshirt.
Joshua Davis was shot and killed after a confrontation with several men at 11:30 last night. Family members say that Davis was on his way to a friend's house when he was shot at 69th and Damon Avenue.
It was my little brother. That was like the other, it was like the other half of my heart, man. And he gone now.
Kids killing kids. Mothers burying their kids. How is this humanly possible that we, as people, cannot get these teenagers under control? I don't get it.
JoJo's closest friends honored JoJo in every which way possible. The GDs, like FBG Butter and all of them, said that every Friday they would have BDK Friday parties. FBG Duck also mentioned JoJo's name in his music video, Chicago Legends.
We lost a lot of Chicago legends. But first we gon' start off with JoJo. He had the BDK movement bustin'. I don't even think that I gotta discuss it. Small nigga, but he wasn't for nothing. Somebody tell Swag I feel his pain. I know how it feel to lose a fucking brother. Even though the gun was bigger than him, I ain't gon' lie, he still was gon' bust it. Ooh, that moment was tragic. But I gotta tell you, Tied Up still a classic.
Even though JoJo was so young, JoJo was only 18 when he passed away. JoJo's legacy is literally like the Tuka and the O.D. Perrys of that generation, because that's when everything really started to kick off. And the newer generation, they just live in like JoJo world. They don't know who JoJo is, but they know he's this guy who started this movement. People were heartbroken that JoJo passed away, but they were also very well aware of the lifestyle JoJo was living. You know, they were sad, but they weren't shocked in the manner he passed away, because JoJo was really out here. He made that song, and it unfortunately cost him his life. In an interview before JoJo passed away, JoJo said he was gonna start taking this music serious. He said he was gonna start releasing albums and going harder with the music.
Part 2 is just little series of videos.
Oh, okay, this all gonna tie into one thing though, or how this going?
It's gonna be like a little movie.
Okay.
Probably in about 1 or 2.
Okay. You got a title for it?
Live from 069.
I ain't bet that. Well, like I asked the little bro just a few minutes ago, what's keeping you motivated, bro?
Shit, fans.
The fans?
Toes.
That ain't showing much love, huh? Yeah. I feel that.
New video just dropped. Me and Lil Misty live at Adriana's called Episode. Just got on YouTube. Shout out Flat Tie. Shout out to Flat Tie.
Shout out Flat Tie doing this thing, bro. Alright, that's what I'm saying, man. So where you plan on taking it to? Pretty much with this music. Where you trying to take it to?
To the top.
To the top?
To the top, by the girl.
That's what I'm talking about.
And for him to just die at 18 years old is really sad, because he didn't experience life. He lived a hard life. He lived a rough life. And it's just sad how this one song caused all this bloodshed, all this death, all this division. But rest in peace to everyone who lost their lives in the early 2010s and, you know, in the Chicago scene period. Rest in peace to them, and, you know, rest in peace to JoJo.